Hello everyone, apologize for my leave of absence as of late, but it's just not really been a lot in the political news when it pertains to, Democrats, Republicans being absolute garbage as always. So instead, I'm going to be talking about video games, because a lot of people, my long-time viewers know that I'm a political gaming commentating channel. I like to talk about a whole bunch of variety stuff, from manga to comic books. It's been a while since I really did like a real big video game video, but here we're gonna be doing this. And for all you that seen my live stream last week when Activision beat the FTC, yes, the FTC in the failing PlayStation Sony because Phil Ryan wanted to. Jim Ryan, I apologize. He wanted to block this merger because he said it was gonna damage PlayStation. But when the court case was happening, and I was paying real close attention to it, the judge and the Microsoft literally proven that if they buy Activision, it would not damage PlayStation in the slightest. So with that, you had a lot of PlayStation and a lot of Sony ponies completely enraged that this deal went through. Like especially when it pertains to the Dreamcast guy and the amazing Lucas that says he doesn't care, but we all know he does because he was one of the ones that was like, if you want to play these games, buy a PlayStation. He was literally one of them. Dreamcast guy was one of them. And a whole bunch of other PlayStation commentators on this platform called YouTube that was all about, if you just want to buy these games, just buy a PlayStation. Now Microsoft done pulled a whole Uno reverse card. Now, if you want to play some of these games, buy an Xbox or PC. So, a whole bunch of things happening going on. I'm going to show y'all what's going on right now.
So, let me just start off by saying this. This deal is absolutely disgusting. This is the end of gaming as we know it. What Microsoft is doing is, I don't care. Bro, I genuinely do not care about this deal.
So he says he doesn't care about this deal, but when it first happened, and a lot of his videos got deleted, right? So I don't know if I can even find that video anymore because some things happen. I don't really care for it. This guy is literally one of the ones that was saying this deal was not that big. He acted like he didn't care. He was coping all over social media saying like, if Xbox needs to buy these big companies in order to get some good games, then it makes them look weak, right? But he doesn't say the same thing when Sony does it, because Sony did it a bunch of times. So let's keep on going with this.
As a gamer, which I am,
you're not a gamer. You're a Sony pony. Gamers play across all platforms. Doesn't matter if it's Sony. Doesn't matter if it's Nintendo. Doesn't matter if it's Microsoft. Doesn't matter if it's PC. You're not a gamer. You're a Sony pony, Lucas. Get over it.
My loyalty is to the games. That's it. It's not to a company. It's not to developers. Not to a studio. It's to the game.
Also BS because when was the last time this guy ever played Xbox for some of the games they did? Besides Halo Infinite, and even then, that video, I'm pretty sure he was joking. But when was the last time he praised Nintendo? Here's how I know that Lucas is full of crap, right? He trash talks Xbox more than he praises his own gaming, his own company. That's called Sony, PlayStation. He trashes Xbox more than he praises PlayStation. This is how I know that this guy is full of crap. He's a full-blown Sony pony. He's not a gamer. He's one of those toxic people in the Sony community that does not want competition. They don't want other companies to win. It's always PlayStation. They don't care about anything else.
That's at the end of the day. Is the game quality? Is it fun? Great. Who is making said quality games that are fun? This company, that company, great. That's how it works. Now, there's always these PC peasants, because that's what they are, who want to talk about, well, that's not right, that I don't get to play this game on that console, but that person get to play that game on that console. Why can't we all be friends?
Yeah, I would tell y'all, as a newly found PC gamer, I don't know who the hell he's talking to. Because I remember a time when, and you guys can look at Vatanga Plays' YouTube channel to verify this, whenever a PlayStation exclusive comes to PC, this guy right here, the amazing Lucas, and a whole bunch of other guys are always the first ones to lose. They got their mind. What's the point in me getting a PlayStation then if it's just gonna come on PC? That's literally them. That is literally them.
Guys are like the cucks of the gaming universe, all right? You guys, anytime I hear someone say that they want to remove exclusivity, it's like, bro, that's the whole point of having a console, is that you have, right, games that are exclusive to this console and games that are exclusive to that console.
No, it's not. No, it's not. The point of a console is to play a game, not to play exclusives. Like, you can play games all across all platforms. This is how anti-consumer Lucas is. This is what we say about a lot of Sony ponies, right? If it's not on this console or if it's not on this platform, then what's the point of buying the plastic box called a PlayStation or Xbox? But now, since there are more exclusives coming to Xbox, all of a sudden, it's a foul play. And I've seen this from a whole bunch of people, the Sony ponies, on Twitter, on social media, make this same claim that I'm saying. So Xbox is going to try to stop all the exclusivities that come to PlayStation. PlayStation literally did that exact same thing. But when their company does it, apparently it's bad.
Now, at the moment in time, there is no exclusivity. What is the point? Can someone explain that to me? What's the point? What's the point of getting the Switch then if I can get it on the Xbox or if I can get it on the PlayStation? What's the point? Or I can get it on the PC. What's the point?
So it can be across all platforms so everybody can play it. It can bring in more revenue. It can bring in more profit, bring in more money. Because you see a lot. Because you see why Nintendo is like, Nintendo could be a lot more bigger right now if they share some games. I'm not saying all. If they share some games across all platforms. It's the same thing that Sony did, right? When they seen that Spider-Man and God of War and other games, when they made it exclusive, they didn't bring in the revenue that they thought it was. But then when they started pouring the things to PC, they made, last time I checked, $2.3 billion. Because the PlayStation guys, such as yourself, Lucas, they don't really give y'all all the money that they need in order to buy a company like Activision Blizzard. Microsoft realized this. That's why they made a whole bunch of games multiplayer, so they can bring in more money, especially that PC money. Because they would get more money off a PC than they would off a PlayStation. So there's your answer right there.
There is no point. That's the reason why you get said gaming console, because they have exclusives. That's the reason why you would get one over another. Goofy nonsense, okay? So let the kiddies, get the kiddies out of here, okay? For us real men, all right? For us real gamers, this...
You're not a real gamer, Lucas. You're not a real gamer. You are strictly PlayStation. If you was a real gamer, you'd be playing games across all platforms. You're just a Sony pony. You don't see it that way because in your mind, Sony is the end all be all. But when it pertains to being a real gamer, you would be on PC. You would play a whole bunch of PC games on PC that's exclusive to PC. You would play Xbox. You would play Nintendo. You play PlayStation. If you was a real gamer, that is. But you're not. You're just a Sony pony. You're a guy who's very anti-consumer.
It's what we've been waiting for. I feel like Tao Lung from Kung Fu Panda.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
Okay, that's what it feels like. Because I've been waiting and I've been advocating for war. That's what I've been waiting for.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because every time that a game on PlayStation got ported to PC, you was always saying, PlayStation. You was always saying that. Every video I've seen, every live stream that I've seen from what you said about all these PlayStation exclusives coming to PC, you was always one of the first ones to say PlayStation. You was not advocating for war. It was the exact opposite. You was advocating, I want to own this myself. You are one of the ones, Lucas, that are very anti-consumer.
There hasn't been any console wars right now because there's only been one player, and that's PlayStation. Xbox has been nowhere to be seen.
And again, once again, I love these Sony ponies that don't even mention Nintendo, even though Nintendo is literally right there at their doorstep. Nintendo is literally right there at the doorstep when it pertains to exclusivities. This is the mindset of the Sony ponies, right? They only see Xbox. They don't see Nintendo. Or they barely see PC. Is it going to show like this, like these mindsets, like if it's either PlayStation or Xbox, even though Nintendo still makes a tremendous amount of money, right? They still got got their sales going on in Japan, China, South America, North America. Doesn't matter which country, they gonna make some sales. But because Sony, PlayStation, has a huge revenue in Japan and the United States, they don't even recognize Nintendo. And like I said, Nintendo is literally right there at that doorstep.
Okay, they've already admitted, like, yo, we've lost the console war, all right? People already have a digital library. It is what it is. So they've already admitted defeat. So with this move, I say they're back in the game. Great. This is awesome. Because how I see it, everyone wins.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething.
This is a win for everyone. This is a win for PlayStation, and it's a win for Xbox. Because Xbox, at the end of the...
Once again, he didn't mention Nintendo, he didn't mention PC. It's either Xbox, it's either PlayStation or Xbox. It's either one of those two.
Day, if you can't create, you buy. And Microsoft has the money to buy. So that's what they're doing. When it comes to PlayStation, let's be honest here. I'm going to be honest. If you're a Sony pony, right, if you just ride for Sony just because, that's goofy to me.
You literally did the exact same thing. You literally did the exact same thing for decades. Most likely a decade. You did the exact same thing, Lucas. I don't want to hear nothing out of you saying like Sony pony this, Sony pony that. You are a certified Sony pony.
If you're an Xbox just because you like Xbox or whatever, that's goofy to me. That doesn't benefit me as a gamer. None of that does.
Once again, you play, for what I've seen, you're mainly PlayStation exclusive. You're mainly Sony. What was the last time you played a Nintendo on your channel? When was the last time you played an Xbox on your channof? You said it yourself in one of your previous video. The Xbox is just right there building dust. That's literally what you said, Lucas. You're a certified Sony pony. You don't want to admit it because there are channels like the Alex, like the Patangas that call you out on your BS. And guess what? Now I'm joining in because it's fun.
But if we're looking at Sony, they've been, I would say, a bit lackluster, especially this year. Let's check it out. What we have as far as our exclusives. Forspoken. Where did that go? Okay, honestly, I was excited for the game up until they released the demo. And that's the funny part. It's crazy how a demo can really make or break your game. After I played the demo, I didn't order the game, and I actually had it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered Forspoken. I canceled my pre-order because I was like, yo, this doesn't look fun. This doesn't look.
Once again, but you were so ready to criticize Xbox for Redfall, but then you didn't say anything about Forspoken. Like I said before, a lot of these Sony ponies, they don't criticize their own games or make a individual video about their own games. They only want to talk about Xbox. Like me, when I live stream Redfall, the title literally says it right there. This game is trash. I'm willing to criticize games. If it's bad, lackluster, I'm going to criticize it. It is what it is because I'm not a kiss-ass of the corporation. So if it pertains to Lucas, not really so.
Look fun. I don't really care about the story. Like, it just looked boring and repetitive. I don't want to do that. When it comes to Spider-Man, Spider-Man looks mid. It is what it is. It does. And I love Spider-Man, and it pains me to say that. But it looks mid. What we've seen from the game is just a reskin of the old game. That's...
Bro, I seen your live stream for the PlayStation Showcase, man. This is not the same way you was acting.
Really what it seemed to be. Now, of course, we have to wait until Comic-Con, next Thursday. Hopefully they release a trailer, a story trailer, a gameplay trailer, something. They give us more. But off of what I've seen, as of right now... See,
this is also what's funny. They released a release date for the game at the Summer Game Fest, but they didn't do it for the Sony Showcase. All of a sudden now, they might see something at Comic-Con.
If I wasn't a hardcore Spider-Man fan, I wouldn't buy it. We get into Final Fantasy 16. I enjoy the game, but the game has crazy highs and even crazier lows. It's like this, schizophrenic type of game, and the gameplay, it's intermittent. It's a long-ass cutscene.
It's also the fact that I've seen a bunch of videos of people playing Final Fantasy 16 and the games ended up burning, melting. Once again, it just goes to show, like, guys like Lucas, right? This guy, he's not really being authentic with it. He's not really being real with it. He's saying like this whole everybody wins fiasco, and I did see this video before. I really did. But this guy, he is a certified Sony pony, right? He's saying he doesn't care. But then when the deal first broke down, and then when all the news came down that it was gonna get blocked, he was one of the first ones to say, "Ha ha ha! Xbox is going nowhere. Xbox is gonna be burned alive." The whole Xbox suicide hotline thing that he does for his live stream every time a PlayStation showcase or an Xbox showcase happens. Okay, he's not a gamer. He's a certified Sony pony. He may not admit this, because a lot of people like the Fatangas and like the Alexes, called him out on it. But because he's basically trying to save face here, saying like, yo, I don't really care about this deal. It is what it is. But we all know he's down this side. But that's all I got for right here, man. If you guys like the video, man, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.